Okay, that's going. We're gonna pop that out. Pop that out. You're right here. You're right there. Live chat. We have my bot to go up. Sweet. Well, let's. There we go. That's all the way up. And we're good. I think we are good. All right, everybody. That was. Fine. Well, then I guess we have to start an update, everybody. I guess we... Oh, also, I need to zoom in, don't I? Darren. How dare you not input this? I haven't done some... There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Doop. There we go. That's very zoomed in. Oh my God. I was like very zoomed in. Was that zoomed in before? I don't remember. Well, whatever, it's zoomed in now, so nothing to do for it. First sip of the day was a while ago, so we're not going to do that right now. I should also take this off. Yeah, go me. Still remembering how to use the Roadcast correctly. Look at that, look at that, look at that. Rebuilding the database. Hey, let's go. Yay, you updated. Right. All right, February 2nd. All right. Hello, everyone. How is everyone doing today? Today is February 2nd, 2026. It is a Monday. Hello, everyone. How's everyone? It's a Monday today. Hope your weekend went well. Actually, I haven't done this in like 2 months. Everyone, if you actually follow along with the streaming, or if you're watching this on YouTube, you might notice that the episode prior to this, well, no, because we didn't upload it two months ago. I took December off of streaming. I took a December off of streaming. I took a December off of work too. And during that time, I was like, you know, let's also just take streaming off because I don't want to deal with that right now. I was going to do it well. Then I what'd I do? Then when January rolled around, I was still accepting that I don't work like other people because of the ADHD and the autism. The energy I have to get work done and other things fluctuates. It is not I do not run at a constant 60%. I run at a constant 200%, except when I don't, which is 0. And so I've come into the terms of that some days I'm like, yeah, let's fucking go. Like, I think last Friday, I worked an extra 3 hours. And some days I get to my desk and I'm like, I'll just tap my spacebar a few times. And acknowledging that even though I can't directly measure my progress against other people, the amount of work I do during the sprints makes up for the amount of time that I don't work at times. So I was getting burnt out because I was streaming and I was editing VODs and I was going to work, but then work was, even though I was working like not that much, I was stressed about the lack of hours I'm sitting at the computer. And so when January rolled around, I decided to not stream that month so I could get used to working and getting out of my comfort zone of I always have to be working all the time to I'll be on the computer when I feel like it and I'll get work done when I feel like it, and it is enough work, so it's fine. So now I'm here streaming. I know y'all like it when I'm streaming, uploading VODs, so here we go. And now I need to incorporate that. In regards to other stuff, like the last video I had uploaded was from September. I think September and October. Since then, I finished Trails in the Sky. We've done like 7 or 8 episodes of Trails from Zero. We finished Drakengard 3. I have a lot of videos that are already uploaded on YouTube. So I will need to, they're uploaded. They also have the correct time stamps in the comments. Are those timestamps? Either way, so those are there. So I'm gonna have to slowly, release them. I have this really cool idea for the Drakengard 3 video, final video, which is I'm like, let's combine all the attempts in one. However, what I'm running into is my 3rd attempt at doing this, because it's of like 3 1/4 episodes of just boss fights, the final boss fight. And so I have to manually go through each VOD, cut out instance of the fight, record how long it's taking, and then render it out. However, fun thing is, this is my 3rd time doing this, because when I first did it, I actually separated them all and I had them all on different tracks, put things in Fusion, and then just somewhere something happened and all my stuff went away. So I did it again. I'm like, okay, well, I thought because the Fusion was crashing, the rendering was crashing at a certain time. So I'm like, oh, I think it's because one of the clips just ran out of footage and that like fucked up the rendering system. I don't know. And so I was like, okay, well then let's redo the videos. So I split everything up again, and then I saved my work by Control-S-ing it. And then I had to figure out how to get the last frame, because the last frame of each clip is right before the options on the game over screen appear. I'm like, cool, let's do that. So I figured out how to freeze frame using the retime controls. However, I was having issues with that because you can only extend one frame you can only extend one track. You cannot like multi-select all the tracks that have a retime control and extend them. So I'm like, there has to be a better way. So I eventually got them all extended, and that didn't work. But what I found was super interesting was if I put my oh my god, the time head, whatever, the line at the end of the clip, press left to go back one frame, and then do Shift R, I think. What happens is then I'm like, okay, cool. I can now extend this last frame, and it stays at last frame. And I did that for all of my clips. And then I'm like, okay, well, you know, we're at a good spot. So I shut down my computer, turned it on the next day, and all the clips only showed game over. Turns out when you do Shift R on a clip, the whole entire clip turns into the frame that the playhead is on. So I managed to control all of them, Control A, and then say like return original like stuff or something. And luckily all of my footage came back, but they were all now disorganized. They're all disorganized, and they didn't keep their clip names because I was naming the clips with the attempt number, period, who I died at, period, and then I was like the minutes, seconds, and frames. Because what I want to do is I want to make two videos. I want to make one with here's all my attempts in time order, so you know the shortest at the top left, the longest at the top right. And then I also want to reorganize it to go, okay, well, here's just how it is via attempt number, attempt order. No, not attempt. The first one is by time alive order, I guess. And then attempt number. And so, you know, because each VOD has multiple fights, I can't easily tell just by looking at it which fight came after or before another fight. So I was renaming the clips, and then all the clips names went away to just be the regular like file it came from. So I turned over this, I'm like, fuck this shit. Control A, delete. I'm like, okay, I guess we're starting over again. It's like, but this time what we need to do is once we get the clip we need, we just render it, and so it's a file on our computer. Further, also I had to cut things out. Like I was very happy because, you know, the Drinking Guard 3 video has my footage, like you see now, the game footage, and then me on the right part of the screen. Well, I had to get the game footage to the center of the screen. So I figured I had to do that with positioning and change an anchor and zoom, and I'm very happy. So I got all that done, and then I also got everything synced to a certain frame. Hi, Cecilia. Please pardon the mess in the second camera. There's lots of stuff I had to get done. High derivative, and so I'm exporting as DNxHR or HD. I think HD. But turns out they take a fuck ton of memory because they're not compressed. So I'm thinking, oh my god, how am I gonna do this? Like, I'm running out of room. I'm like, Darren, just like, because I attempted the final boss 56 times. And right now I have done I've rendered 30 of them. So I'm thinking, you know what? That's a pretty good majority. Just render the other ones as a normal like MP4 video. It's fine. Someone's like, oh my god, it's better for editing. I'm like, well, that's cool, but they take up so much goddamn room. And I think it's because like people say, yeah, totally edit it with, you know, the, you know, DNxHR because each frame is stored and thus it makes editing faster and easier. However, I have 30 clips, and right now that all those 30 clips are taking about 450 gigabytes of space, which is quite a bit. And I can't like, you know, well, I mean, I could put what I have, put it onto Google Drive, and then render everything else, but I still need all of them on my computer to edit. And also, because I goofed, I deleted the source material for the first two videos. Luckily, I edited everything and rendered them out. I'm like, I guess I'm stuck with this now. So yeah, probably just gonna do that to make things easier. Anyway, yeah, that's some of the progress that's going on. Quite a bit. Thank you for listening. It's been like, what, 15, It's not exactly 15 minutes, but I'm at 15 minutes of streaming when I turned on start streaming or start recording. Other than that, like, did lots of board games. Those been fun. But yeah, that's the status of the stream. That's the status of the channel. I will start to make some videos public, probably like 4 times per week to catch up. I was so fucking burnt out last year, like in September, October, November. Like, I just didn't do anything. But I did do what I usually do, and I did do the damage counters and Trails in the Sky first chapter. So look forward to that. It's for the last 3 fights. I'm not going to say their names because it might be spoilers if someone hasn't played that game. So yeah, everybody, it's been a while. I'm excited. You're excited. All right, we are playing Trails from Zero. We are at the hospital because a third gang, I think, I forgot exactly who was coming in. They wanted to Crossbell. They wanted to get rid of the 2 local gangs and thus set both of them up by attacking, you know, one person from the gang. So everyone's like, oh my God, you're the one who hurt me. We solved that crisis, but we learned that one of them, I think, either still is in the hospital or was in the hospital. So now we are here to talk to the nurse friend. I don't know if she's a nurse or a doctor. I forgot the word they used. To get some more information. I think, hi, Derivative. Hi, Miss Lady. Oh, right. We're doing the monster shit. Yeah. Okay. We're doing monster damage investigation. It's where the Guardian Force tried to, you know, there's almost like a coordinated monster attack at these 3 locations, and the Guardian Force tried their best to figure it out. And so now I think the head of the Guardian Force asked us by name, I think, to look into this. 3 locations, and we have done the first one. Oh my God, we have done the first one. CGF's W Commander Sonia Bells. 3 locations: Armorica Village, St. Ursula Medical College, and Maine's Mining Village. So we are now at the medical college, and we're going to talk to our friend to figure out what's going on. Further, also, we did see Joshua and Estelle. That was super fun. Really enjoyed seeing Joshua and Estelle. Also, oh my God, speaking of Joshua and Estelle, I finally saw the box art for Trails in the Sky First, the remake that's out on, I don't know, PS4, PS5, I don't fucking remember. And I have the same gripe that I did when I saw one of the trailers, and that gripe is Joshua's happy. On the box art, he has a smile on his face. I'm like, no. Like, this guy was not smiling the whole entire game. He was depressed. He was like, I know I'm a killer. Like, what the fuck's going on? Like, I have a horrible history and I'm trying to hide it, but also be part of this family at the same time. Like, Joshua never smiled. Joshua should not be smiling. Ah. Right. We're going to go to the hospital, and then we had to level up a lot because there was monsters who were in front of the bus, so we had to kill them. Yeah, it's all coming back. Okay. Yeah. I remember what's going on. I think I spoke to everyone. I don't know. Right, okay, this is not like Trails of Cold Steel where we'll talk twice. Welcome to St. Ursula's Hospital. Do you have an appointment, or are you here to visit someone? Neither, actually. I'm Lloyd Bannings of the Crossbow Police Department, Special Support Section. We came here as part of an investigation we're conducting. I see. So either you or the police. This investigation, is it related to the monster attack? Yes, ma'am. We received a request from the CGF to assist. We'd like to speak with everyone involved in the incident if possible. Oh, of course. The hospital director isn't here right now, so shall I call the nurse administrator for you instead? Well, actually, someone I know works here, and she isn't busy at the moment. I'd like to see if she could show us around. He sounds nervous. Of course he's nervous. We're about to call a gorgeous nurse here to give us a personal tour of the place. I think that only applies to you, Andy. Lloyd? Holy crap. She's so pretty. Beautiful. Oh, Cecile. Good timing. These police officers just arrived. They've come about the investigation. Hi. Sorry for visiting out of the blue like this. I probably should have called first. Is that a kiss or a hug? Whoa. Cecile, are you crying? I've missed you so much. Welcome back, Lloyd. It's been a really long time. Too long. Yeah. I'm sorry for not visiting sooner, but I've been caught up with work and... But anyway, isn't this a little much? It's kind of embarrassing. Oh, who cares about that? Now give your big sister a hug. You've gotten so tall. We were about the same height when you left for Calvard. Well, I have had 3 years to grow. Oh, they're siblings. Well, this is, so sweet. I'm starting to feel ill. Damn you, Lloyd. How dare you hide your beautiful goddess of a sister from me? Haha. I'm glad I remember the voices. Oh my god. I was, fucking, what was I doing? What was I doing? There was a game I was playing. It was... What was it? Was I watching the anime? No, it was the voice of General Vander. Oh yeah, I remember. Okay, so I was playing Remnant 2 with my friend, and we were in the last DLC. I forgot what it's called. And we were talking to one of the NPCs there, and he sounded so familiar. I was like, this is weird. I was like, I know that voice. And when I know a voice, I like to try to like find who it is. So obviously I go behind the voice actors. For some reason, Remnant 2 is not on behind the voice actors. Remnant 1 is, just not Remnant 2. I don't know why. So I had to go to other places. And so I found the voice actor for this person. I'm like, they sound so familiar. And they're familiar because once I went to behind the voice actors and searched that person up, it was General Vander. General Vander, the voice actor from Trails and the Trails of Cold CO2. That person voiced this person, Remnant 2's DLC. Is like, aha! Anyway. Let me properly introduce myself. I'm Cecile Nuez. So, you three are Lloyd's co-workers, right? Yes, my name is Ellie McDowell. Tio Plato, pleasure to make your acquaintance. Randy Orlando's the name. I assure you the bliss is all mine. It's nice to meet all of you. God, I'm such a scatterbrain. And here I was thinking that Lloyd brought his girlfriend to pay me a visit. Cecile, what are you talking about? I mean, you've been gone for almost 3 years, right? I'd hoped that you'd make a girlfriend or two that you'd introduce me to. Wait, are you actually dating one of them but trying to keep it under wraps against your coworkers? Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to let the cat out of the bag, Lloyd. Cecile, please. So which one is it? Ellie? Tio? Oh my, you aren't dating both at the same time, are you? Cecile, I'm not dating them. Does that mean you're dating him? Well, I've always tried to be an understanding big sister to you. Don't worry. You've got my full support. No, I don't swing that way. Well, she certainly is interesting. Ooh, everything about this lady is just wonderful. Even that ditzy personality of hers. Anyway, Cecile, we're actually here about the recent monster attack. Yes, that's right. I already received permission from the nurse administrator to tell you everything. It happened exactly 1 week ago. That night, one of our residents, Lenton, was assaulted by some monsters. However, there was something odd about it. The CGF report mentions the possibility it may have been a misunderstanding on the victim's part. Is that what you're referring to? Exactly. It seems that the CGF weren't completely convinced by his account. Now, I don't know the specifics, but I heard Litton was attacked on the roof. The roof? How is that possible? Well, you see, the hospital roof is a terrace complete with its own garden. The entrance to the research ward is up there too.
Gotcha. So to sum it up, it ain't a place you'd ever expect monsters to show up.
Yes. That's a conclusion the CGF ended up reaching too. But considering they asked you to investigate further, it seems they weren't satisfied with their answer.
I don't know, Cecile. Honestly, I don't think they're expecting that much out of us.
Always so modest, Lloyd. I read the Crossbow Times, you know. I could tell from that just how hard you all have been working.
Oh, you're talking about the case in the downtown district?
As far as I know, the articles didn't credit us for resolving the issue. That, they might not have outright stated it, but the message was clear. On top of that, a couple of those boys wrapped up in the mess were hospitalized in St. Ursula. I heard a bit about the situation while their friends came to visit them. Believe it or not, they kept mentioning that they owed a lot to you for.
Really?
Well, I'm glad we were able to help.
Oh, you're gonna make me blush.
I can see your head swelling before your very eyes, Randy. Let me think. An interview with Litton is probably a good place to start your investigation.
Yeah, if you could introduce us, that would be great. Also, I'd like to investigate the actual crime scene if possible.
Oh, I don't think that'll be a problem. I'll show you to both Litton's room and to the roof.
Are you sure you have time for that, Cecile?
Oh, don't worry, it's no trouble at all. I'm on break right now anyway. First, we'll head to the second floor of the hospital. Follow me, everyone. Thank you. We appreciate it.
I'll follow you anywhere you like.
Well, it seems like everyone's heading off with Cecile.
Okay, I need to go pee. Everyone stay here. Drink a lot of water before I start the streaming.
All right. Back. Cool. Whee! Some people do and some people don't, I realized. One of my borders? Remember, we can't learn we can't learn recipes by buying the recipe. 3,530? Ooh, antibacterial mask. Can we get 4 of these? Yay, cool. Prevents poison, sexy. All right, that's cool. We have some cool stuff right here. Yeah. Oh, okay, I'll give them one thing. Oh, okay. Yeah. Anything else? Where's this? Don't go to the roof in case there's someone to talk to. It's cafeteria. What's the call? Can we go to the college? Ooh, was that where I was? Oh. In this wing of the hospital, we have rooms for patients on the 2nd and 3rd floors. The resident you're looking for should be on the 2nd floor. I'll show you to his room. Appreciate it, Jaceel. This should be his room. There are other patients here, so try to keep your voices down, okay? Sure thing. We just need to listen to his account. Shall we then? Things seem to be progressing well. At this rate, I may even be able to discharge you as soon as tomorrow. For real? I wouldn't lie to you about that. Once you get out of here, prepare yourself. I have 100 Torums worth of work stacked on my desk waiting for you to tackle it. Dr. Gunter, come on. Way to kick a man when he's down. Lacerations, bruises, and a sprain. Hardly anything major. You'll be fine in no time. Besides, you've been resting quite a lot. You must have a surplus of energy, if anything. My, yes. I'd say you should be able to work 10 times harder than before. This is cruel and unusual, Doctor. Are you a sadist or something? Given the amount of work I have to deal with here, I'd say I'm closer to a masochist. Good grief, what in Adios' name are you two talking about? I like how, the other two people are just sitting straight up. No animations, no nothing, no blinking. Just still. They have seen God, and they did not like what they saw. Oh. Nurse Nuez, what's the matter with you two? Talking about that sort of thing here of all places, this is a hospital. What if a child heard you? Oh, sorry about that. Fair point. Oh, do we have visitors? They're officers from the CBD. They wanted to speak with the Lytton directly about that incident, actually. Oh. So that's what you're here for. I should have guessed. I suppose you don't need me here for that, so I'll be on my way. If you do happen to need me, I'll be making my usual rounds. Thank you, Dr. Gunter. And don't even think about that, and don't even think about sneaking out to go fishing. I would never. Excuse me, then. I almost out of water. Who was that? That's Dr. Gunter, one of our associate professors. Though he's an excellent doctor, his priorities are rather, questionable. Now then, Lytton, are you feeling well enough to answer some of their questions? Sure, I don't mind, but didn't the CGF already come through here for their own investigation? Why are the CBD doing one now? Well, unfortunately, the CGF hit a dead end. Because of that, they asked us to assist with an investigation of our own. Alright, I guess this must mean they thought I was dreaming or something. Or maybe they figured I had the worst possible episode of Sleepwalking? Nah, no, I know that can't be it.
Letton, could you tell us what exactly happened last week? If possible, start from the very beginning.
Yeah, no problem. It was late, and I had just finished slaving away at my research paper. You see, this particular research paper was for Dr. Lego, who's notoriously hard to please. After hours and hours of staring at those damn pages, I found myself a bit woozy once I got up from my desk. It sort of felt like I was on a high, honestly. I went outside to get some fresh air, and that was when I heard it. Then I don't remember much after that. The next morning, the janitor found me on the roof, passed out and torn up. I was immediately taken to one of the hospital rooms and treated, which brings us to now. Thank you. I think I have a general understanding of what happened now. So I take it you didn't get a good look at whatever it was attacked you? Not really. It's been embarrassing to admit, but apparently I passed out from shock. What I can remember is the sight of blood-red eyes, white fangs, and a coat of blackish fur. The CGF asked me if I thought it was wolf-like, and I told them yes, but I was never 100% certain.
I see. Where exactly were you wounded?
On my right shoulder. It was covered in fang-like marks that made it look like I'd been bitten by something. But strangely enough, all my other injuries were just bumps and a sprain. If I had to guess, I'd say I was knocked down to the floor after I got chomped on, but... you're wondering why the monster stopped there. Am I right? Yes, exactly. Isn't that strange that I wasn't torn to pieces? On top of that, it happened on the roof. Swear, when I told CGF people that, they looked at me like I'd grown a second head. The only conclusion they could come to was that I somehow staggered onto the highway and ran into a pack of monsters.
But you were discovered unconscious on the hospital roof, were you not?
That's true. Maybe I panicked, ran up to the roof, and then passed out. It's not impossible, I guess. That may be a little too far-fetched.
Oh, Leighton, you're the only one who can ask for details. How will they get to the bottom of this if you don't have any confidence in your account?
I'm sorry, I just don't know. And as unlikely as that explanation is, it's better than none at all, isn't it? So I figure it makes more sense that I'm just not remembering things very well. I mean, wouldn't it be even worse if it was true that monsters could just suddenly appear on the roof?
I understand how you feel, Leighton, but think about it like this. If you actually were attacked on the roof, we need to make sure it doesn't happen to anyone else ever again.
Thank you for your help, Litton. I think we'll go investigate the scene of the crime now. Oh, of course. Thanks for looking into this, everybody. If you can figure out what happened, we'll be able to keep it from happening again, so good luck. And now I need some water. Be right back. there is that. So we got out of the roof from here, yeah? Right. Let's go see for ourselves where Layton was attacked. Cecile, are you still okay on time? My break is over pretty soon, but I can at least show you where he was found. That'd be great, thanks. No. Mm-hmm. No. No, this is that. Yay. Can we go this way? Oh, we can. Is that an elevator? That's an that's a no. That's what? Hold on. Oh no, it's not. Okay, awesome. That's Dr. Lego. Lego? I want to say Largo, but there's no R. Yup. I see. No entrance? No. Stop! Okay, fine. Be an asshole. Who's late? And Hospital in Arabonia, your home country. Where wasn't? Oh, didn't Reen's sister go to a St. Ursula something? Or am I just absolutely imagining it wrong? I forgot where she went. Oh well, I'll live. Yeah, I can understand taking care of patients. It's not the funnest thing in the world. Yet somehow people dupe nurses dude with a smile. Yeah, I don't know. Who knows? Time to go to the top floor. Zoopy doop. Hmm. $302. The crossbow diet, hospitalized for poor health after recent scandal broke out. The fuck is the diet? I don't know. Okay. What incident? Who is her? And we are here. Where is this? Is this the college part? So I'm like walk in and out of somebody's place. Very professional. Doop. 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 Oh, look, a roof. That's cool. Go back inside. Haha, 5 foot phone. That's so cool. Remember, fucking in Xenogears when Maria follows you, so now you have 5 people following you, and it's just fucking hectic. The game tries its best. Oh. Judging by everything we've heard, the scene of the crime is around here, right?
Yes, supposedly Litton was found collapsed in front of this bench.
That matches the report too. Oh, that's the research ward, isn't it?
That's right, all of our doctors and residents do their work there. Do they? Perhaps perform an experience on dangerous monsters in there? Of course not, silly. The most exotic thing in there is a greenhouse where plants used for research are grown. How interesting.
Thanks for taking the time to show us around, Cecile. For now, I'd like to perform a sweep of the area until we figure something out.
Sure, I'm always happy to help. Well, good luck on your investigation, everyone. Be sure to turn over every little stone you can. We will. Thanks for showing us around.
We'll have this solved in no time. Look forward to the good news. I'm so tired. Okay, everyone, like I said, I think we should conduct a thorough sweep before anything else. The monsters appeared on the roof. With that assumption in mind, I want us to focus on pinning down their point of entry.
That's a smart plan. Narrowing down the possibilities, that seems to be your favorite part of investigation.
Well, let's get to it. Definitely wasn't here. Yeah, not with all that water below. If they really are wolf-like monsters, climbing up from here would be near impossible for them.
Lloyd, what about here?
Look at the terrain. It's definitely not impossible for this to be the point of entry, but even then, I still think it's too high up. It seems unlikely they came in from this direction. They had wings. That would explain a lot, but I doubt that's the case. Take a look at this.
Do you think the monsters might have gotten in through here?
Normally, you wouldn't be able to jump up here from that floor. However, considering that they're walls. God fucking damn it. Alright, we should probably climb up here and check, just to be safe. Randy, mind giving me a hand? You got it, pal. The tops of the boxes are covered in dust and strange markings. Upon further inspection, it's clear that they are paw prints. Bingo. Yep, those are definitely from a monster. Looks like paw prints to me.
That's our lead. And that means...
What's up, Kraken? Hope you're doing well. Hope your Monday at work went well as well. Ugh. I have no... Yes, it has been a while. I spent a good like 10 minutes of this stream explaining what was going on, but quickly. Basically, took December off of work. I was like, let's just stop streaming for December. Let's just relax. January came around, and I've been better at understanding how it works. I'm like, let's just get back into work. Get okay with that. How, my work is not a, hi, sweetie, my work is not constant. It's a cycle. So my energy for work is in the cycle. Then I'm like, okay, it's February. I should start streaming, add that into what I'm doing and see how we go. So I am back, baby.
The probability to gain entry through here is extremely high.
Yeah, I agree. This spot doesn't look too high up from the ground. We should probably let the hospital know so they can stop him from coming in here again.
Yes, I agree. So does that mean we're done with our investigation here?
Yeah, but there are still a lot of unanswered questions. Why did they even want to come up to the roof in the first place? And why are Lighten's wounds as light as they were? We have a lot to figure out.
I suppose only the monsters themselves would know the answer.
Sounds about right. What we got should be enough to round out the CGF support, though. It should be. For now, let's report back to Cecile before we return to the city.
We still need to thank her too.
Back to the nurse's station then? I'm down with that. Is there something else I need to check before we actually, continue on our way? Log in. Let's enter, not actually press the law. Fuck you, bitch. Did I do this one? Yeah. There we go. I'm logged in now, so that's neat. And I guess I haven't been, oh yeah, poll of the day. I remember poll of the day. That's so fun. Trails from Zero came out in 2010. Guides, walk through. Kiseki, I think we're still in chapter 1. Monster attack investigation. That was super fast. Oh, okay. I really don't like your walkthrough. That seems miserable. Day 1, Central Square, West Street, East Street. I really don't give a fuck. Missables, Missouri District. On Mork Road, Amorca Village. I did that. Oh, what? I missed Back Alley Dr. Glenn number 2? It's in Amorca Village, Renor General Store. Talk to Renor by the window. Did I get it? Just not read it then? Maybe. I think I missed that. Where was it? Take care of the hidden quest. Search for the kitten's owner. In a room low by, accept the quest and take the kitten with you in the apartments. I just fucking missed it. Medical college. Oh, okay. So this is not to do here, but this is okay. So there's nothing specific. No other quests that need to be done specifically. And just kind of go back. But I missed. Well, I keep saying I missed the book, but did I miss the book? Where the fuck is the start button on this game? There we go. That's not what I wanted. No. That's not the right one. Aha! It's square. Nope, I missed number 2. Damn it, Darren. You're talking to everyone and you missed it. God damn it. I can't go back either. I'm so mad. Not mad. I'm just like, man, I try my best and to not miss any missables, and look what I did. I missed one. Fucking sucks. No. No.
Oh, hello there, everyone. How's the investigation coming along?
We're just about finished, actually. Also, I was hoping I could let Cecile know what we found. Miss Noose, I mean.
Oh, is that right? It's just like Cecile said.
Come again?
I've heard loads of stories about you, Lloyd Bannings. Cecile hasn't been able to stop talking about you since your big homecoming. And now I understand why you're so cute.
Me? Cute?
Why are you blushing, Lloyd?
My word, Lloyd. We're on duty.
You're just as bad as Randy.
I'm not blushing, and I'm nowhere near as bad as Randy. Hey man, chill. Let me show you how real bro does things.
What are you?
You know, babe, if you ask me, you're the real cutie here.
Me?
Lloyd's got his charm, but when it comes down to it, you've got him beat hands down. To celebrate our meeting, how about you join me for a little party this weekend? This guy will be there, of course, and you're free to bring some girlfriends too. Now, does that sound like a good time?
Wait a second here, Randy. Well, definitely tempting. I'd like to my hair down every so often, so I'll call up some of my friends and see who's available.
Hell yeah, call him up. How does Guarantee sound? That's my go-to bar in the city.
He has quite the silver tongue. I suppose his claims of being a ladies' man's weren't all talk after all.
We came here to report Cecile. How did it end up like this? Wow, gotta be the luckiest guy in Crossbell. Having a few drinks with an angel like yourself is more than I could ask for.
An angel, huh? I'm afraid I'm just a regular nurse, Randy. Are you okay with that?
No problemo. Besides, you rock that uniform. Hell, every lady here ain't too bad if I'm being honest with myself. But you, babe, you drive me crazy.
Randy? Ain't too bad. Goddess me, I think I'm going red in the face. Oh, hello there, Martha. Don't act all innocent, Missy. Did you remember to take temperatures this afternoon? That was your job, right? Oh, and this weekend? Did you somehow forget that we're overseeing an incredibly complex surgery? Whoopsie daisy. I'm really sorry, Randy. Looks like we're gonna have to reschedule. See you later, everyone. Perhaps you'd like to spend the weekend with me instead, I'm sure I'm angel enough for you.
Of course. Let me just double check my schedule. You're up, Lloyd. Tag in.
Randy, please.
Terribly sorry about him, ma'am.
Well, what's done is done. So has your investigation yielded anything?
Must be if you're here for Cecile. Yes, ma'am. We've just finished, actually. We found a few leads, so we wanted to give her a rundown of everything. I see. Around this time, Cecile should be checking in on that girl, and I don't think it's necessary to use the intercom to page her over. Oh, how about this? Why don't y'all go to Cecile and give her your report in person? She should be visiting one of the patients in the farthest room on the 3rd floor. Are we allowed to go in the patient's room?
Won't we be interrupting?
Of course not. The young child she's looking after is hospitalized here under special circumstances. I'm sure she'd love to have some visitors, so it'd be nice if you could say hello while you're there. Sure thing, we'd be happy to. So you want to keep this kiddo company for a little bit, huh? That's right, thanks. I appreciate it. You'll excuse me. Got a 3rd floor. I don't want to use the elevator. I can just, fucking... Stairs are right there, Darren. The stairs are right there. All right, this is where we need to go. Room 304. Hey, Cecile.
Oh, Lloyd.
Oh, you're blind. The nurse administrator told us that you were working up here, but, are we interrupting?
No, not at all. These are the people I was telling you about, Shizuku. The police officers of the CBD, Defenders of Justice.
Defenders of Justice?
I think you might be overselling us a bit there, Cecile. Thank you for everything you do, officers. My name is Shizuku McLean.
Wait, McLean. Fuck. Shit, McLean. Wasn't that... Oh, I forgot his last name was McLean. Damn it. And I don't want to look it up in case of spoilers. We're glad to help, Shizuku. Wait, hold on.
You said McLean.
That name definitely rings a few bells.
I'm sure you've seen it in the papers plenty of times.
You see... Oh, okay.
Her father is none other than Arios McLean.
Seriously?
The divine blade of wind.
That guy's got a kid?
Oh, do you all know my father?
Well, I guess you could say that. He helped us out in a tight spot a while ago, but we haven't seen him much since.
Oh, is that so? I know my father can be a bit blunt sometimes, so I hope he didn't do anything to offend you.
No, definitely not. Honestly, meeting someone as accomplished as him pushed me to better myself.
He certainly didn't mince his words, but it was clear he's a dependable man who truly cares about people. You have a wonderful father, don't you, Shizuku? Do you really think so? Shizuku, you're such a daddy's girl, aren't you? Still, whenever he comes to visit, you're so shy. You should just let loose. Say stuff like, I love you, father, and give him lots of hugs, okay?
Bull fucking shit.
But, Cecile, that's embarrassing.
Hard to imagine that workaholic getting smothered by his daughter, huh?
Agreed. It is quite hard to picture. By the way, we might have a lead for your case. Shizuku tells me that she noticed something out of ordinary that night.
She did.
Well, I remember the night Layton was attacked. I was having a hard time falling asleep, so I stayed up reading my Braille books. Then all of a sudden I heard a scream.
Really?
What happened next? Well, I was curious what was happening, so I opened the window and listened very carefully. I didn't hear any more screams, but I did hear something that sounded like heavy breathing. Then after a few minutes, I suddenly heard a thumping sound, almost like someone was jumping. And, that's all I remember.
Interesting. Did you tell the CGF all that too?
To be honest, I thought I'd jumped the entire thing. I only realized I hadn't when Cecile told me what happened. I'm so sorry, everyone. If only I had said something earlier.
No, it's fine.
We appreciate you telling us, Shizuku. Anyway, the statement supports the clues we found during our investigation of the roof.
Sure does, and that scream she heard must have been Layton right before he fainted. Then those sounds afterwards could have been the wolves panting as they jumped on the boxes to escape.
Oh, and there's this other thing.
I might have just misheard it. It's okay, Shizuku. Even the smallest detail might be an important clue.
Okay. There's one more sound I thought I heard as all the other sounds were happening. It's kind of like a faint whistling coming from somewhere in the distance.
Is this the flute that wasn't destroyed until Trials of Cold Steel 1?
Whistling.
Maybe it was some kind of specific noise these monsters make.
Shizuku, have you heard that particular sound before? No. I only heard it last night. You're still salty about that? I must have misheard it after all.
I wouldn't be so sure. Anyway, thanks for giving us your statements, Shizuku. It might end up being the clue we need. Cecile, are you ready to hear our report? I think our investigation here has helped make the truth a little bit clearer.
Yes, of course. Well, Suzuku, I'll see you around dinner time, okay? Okay, I hope the rest of your shift goes well, Cecile. And good luck with your investigation, everyone.
You can count on it, Shizuku.
We'll definitely visit again, okay?
Mm-hmm. Cecile, that girl.
Yes, she lost her sight in an accident several years ago. Fortunately, there's hope she may regain it someday. She's been staying at St. Ursula and undergoing treatment little by little.
Well, that's good to hear.
It must be very difficult for her. She's a brave girl. Since the Bracer Guild keeps her father busy, she's quite lonely here. Yet despite that, she always has a smile on her face. I'd really appreciate it if you four could be her friends. I'm sure she'd like that too.
Of course, Cecile would love to.
She seems like a lovely girl. I certainly wouldn't mind spending more time with her. I feel the same.
Leave it to me, Cecile. I use every bit of my charm to keep that smile on her face.
Thank you, everyone. Now back to business. I take you figured something out, right? Mind filling me in? So the monster's gotten through here then?
Right, we still don't know what compelled them to do it, but the hospital should take some precautions for the time being.
I agree. We'll have to improvise. It may be possible to set up some sort of fence to keep the monsters away.
Yeah, that should do the trick.
You would need something sturdy that can be easily set up. Does the hospital have anything like that? I believe we have something amongst our outdoor equipment that would work. I'll talk to the chief and see if it can get installed soon. Good work today, everyone. Thanks to you all, everyone at the hospital can work worry-free.
Nothing to it. We didn't do anything that special. All we did was figure out how the wolves got in.
Hey, now! If it's not for you, we never would have known how to prevent something like this from happening again. If you keep this up, then before long the Triple S will be on the front page just as often as Arios. I guarantee it.
You really think so?
Hell yeah, we will.
Thanks for the kind words, Cecile. We will do our best. And I'm glad. Lloyd, when you're able to take some time off, let's meet up, okay? I'd like to go visit his grave together.
Yeah, we should do that.
Oh, one last thing. When I see you next, make sure to tell me whether you're dating Ellie or Tio, okay? I'll have to congratulate you on getting your first girlfriend.
I told you it wasn't like that.
Oh, and I didn't mean to leave out Randy. Just let me know, okay? Whoever it is, you have my full support.
How many times do I need to tell you?
We're making Cecile happy. I don't mind giving it a try.
Well, I'd mind.
I'd love to talk more, but I'll have to excuse myself here. Take care on the way back, everyone.
We will.
Thank you for everything.
Adorable.
I think I'm in love.
Warm, reliable, open-minded. She seems like an amazing person, Lloyd.
Well, I'm glad you think so too. We may not be real siblings, but she's family in my eyes.
That reminds me, Lloyd. What exactly is your relationship with her?
What?
I'm a little curious too. You say you're not related, but I've never seen you act like such a little brother.
What are you implying?
Damn you, Lloyd. This whole time you were getting babied by a babe like her. Ah! I let her be my big sis any day. Please switch bodies with me. Come on, man.
You know that isn't possible. Actually, I think it's about time we dropped this whole pointless conversation and headed back to the city. It's already evening and we still have to put together a report of today's investigations.
He dodged the question. Yes, quite blatantly at that.
Curse you, Lloyd. She's totally my type, too.
Can you all stop talking behind my back? I'm right here, you know. Bathroom time, everyone. Stay right here. All right, everyone, thank you very much for waiting. It is time to leave this place. No worries, let me talk to people. I feel better after going to the bathroom. Le Lecatier Inn. Steak medium rare. Before the lecture, like, is there a lecture tomorrow morning, or is like there a lecture? I mean, I guess when I did go to college, I did take lectures at night. It's so much easier than fucking classes in the morning. It also was calmer too. Janitor Dyson. And do what if you find one specifically? Okay, fine. There we go. Doors closed. Windows closed. So she get warm in here again. Yeah. Good job on trying to keep everything clean. Also, I like how, like, you know, in this day and age we're used to hospitals being sanitary white, yet, like, we're in hospitals and it's not. Well, no, the rooms the patients are white, but the hallways are not. You know, in hospitals, it's like when you're going down the hallway, everything is white. Everything is clickety clackety, clickety clackety. Oh, linen rooms, employees only.
Employees only in the linen room.
Well, we'll head home. Calm down. Yeah, paperwork. I don't know. Some days I would like to go for just some paperwork. That seems nice, right? Just like, here's a stack of papers. Just sign them and read them. Let's go. I think we've spoken to enough peoples. Almost. I mean, I guess these are not exactly sanitary white. They're more whiter than the more sanitary. Ow! Than the rooms in the hallway, but still. That's nice. Good job, lady. I mean, I don't know. We fight things pretty cool. So, like, a few monsters, that's fine. We can take some rough and jumbles and stuff. It's not the right. That's not the correct terminology, but I don't give a fuck. You know what we should do? We should save, actually. Damn it. There we go. Well, if I ever guess I find the doctor number 3, just see number 2 online. Coffee. All right, let's go. Okay, then. Should we wait for the bus? According to the schedule, one's supposed to come in 15 minutes.
That's modern conveniences for us. They got them coming all the way till 11 p.m.
The fare's really cheap, too. I recall that the city's managing the buses. Given the price and schedule, I can only wonder if they make a profit, though. You have to remember that the hospital is important to everyone in Crossbell State. Given the high demand and room in the state's budget, they must have enough mirror to fund the service. Well, that makes sense.
Being able to visit the hospital this easily is definitely something to be thankful for.
Go public transportation. Cool if America had good public transportation. That'd be nice. How the fuck could the bus have done that? I don't think there would be enough room for the bus to turn around. Oh man, this game was not meant for buses to go uphill. Oh, hello girl, hello girl. I think I spoke to you when I saw you last. Look how spacious that bus is. Look how clean it is too, kind of. I don't know if that's clean or not.
What a beautiful sunset. Yes, it is indeed beautiful, almost overwhelmingly so.
Oh, after a day packed with walking around, this bus feels like a gift from Adios. Man, imagine if we got our hands on our own car.
Yeah, I wouldn't count on that. I think the investigation division, the investigative divisions use them though.
If I recall correctly, I believe that each First Division detective has a private car prepared for them.
Seriously?
I understand I understand special treatment, but that seems excessive.
Man, times like this, it really sucks to be misfits.
Well, it's no use wishing for stuff you can't get. Besides, traveling on the highway is pretty good training, don't you think?
Though I am hesitant to agree, I can't deny it. I take it we will not be conducting any further investigations today, correct?
Yeah, we can make our way to Maids tomorrow. Like I said, let's head back for now and write up our reports.
Roger, I think today was more exhausting than we were expecting.
You got that right. But man, it was all worth it to meet an angel like Cecile. All right, next time I'm gonna get her and hit the clubs with me.
You're persistent, Randy, I'll give you that. Oh, there's the wolf again. But the person said it was black fur, so there's a white wolf here too. No, I don't want high speed mode game. You know, even though these came out on the Vita, I've actually never seen these on the Vita. Lloyd and the others returned to the Triple S that night and began compiling a report of the day's investigations. The newly found evidence, uncertainties, and theories were all discussed and organized for Sergei's convenience. And before they knew it, the clock had struck midnight. Once finished, they returned to their respective rooms, exhausted, and fell asleep. Oh, wait, Guy. What do you mean you're gonna go on a trip? Where are you even going? The Principality of Ephira. Don't worry, I should be back in a month or two. Might even be short as 2 weeks depending on how things go.
No, I get that, but you're a CBD detective, aren't you? Is it really okay for you to leave Crossbell for that long?
Oh, what's with the long face? You said your big brother's going away for a bit. Poor little Lloyd. You can be lonely here. Are you gonna be lonely here by yourself?
Nuh-uh, I'm perfectly fine on my own. Why stop at 2 months? You can leave for 2 years for all I care.
Relax. I was just kidding. You see, the truth is, I'm not going to Ephira for fun. This is a top secret job, Lloyd.
Sounds fishy to me. I mean, top secret. What kind of secrets are we even talking about?
I knew you were going to ask. Well, I can't dive in specifics, but I'm in charge of escorting this cute little girl back to her home.
Huh?
The girl and I are escaping from Ephira, a beautiful northern country. So tell me, just how jealous are you? All right. No more joking around. I asked the neighbor to look after you while I'm away. Make sure you get dinner and all that. Breakfast and lunch are your job, though.
I'm not a kid. I can cook my own meals. Wait, that's besides the point. Cute little girl. What exactly are you trying to pull, Guy? We're trying to do if Cecile finds out about this.
What does Cecile have to do with any of this?
What? You're impossible. What could you possibly see in this massive idiot?
For your information, I've already discussed this with her.
What?
Yeah, there seems to be a little misunderstanding here, Lloyd. Even though I call it a trip, it's still very much police work. And the girl's only years old, I don't know. A dream. I haven't thought about that in forever. Must have been 12 years. It must have been 12 that happened. Or was it 13? If I remember correctly after that. Lloyd speaking. Good. You're up. Finished that report yet? Yes, sir. Yesterday's investigation is all written up. Excellent. Now round up everyone and come to my office. You have guests, so. Excuse us, sir.
Deputy Commander Bells?
Man, how did I know?
Good morning, you four.
Good morning, everyone.
It's nice to see you, Deputy Commander. We thought our guests might be you. she just happened to drop by. Apparently, she wants to hear about how your investigation is going.
Yeah, of course, but isn't this on pretty short notice? We still haven't been able to investigate Mains yet. I apologize, everyone. It wasn't my intention to rush you. The situation, however, has changed.
What do you mean?
Up until yesterday, the Guardian Force was conducting regular patrols and providing security to Mains. However, this morning it was decided that we're to issue a full withdrawal. You're withdrawing the Guardsmen? But it's only been 3 days since the last monster sighting. Correct. We had planned on providing security for at least another week, but the order came directly from the CGF commander. He claimed it was a waste of resources. He thinks protecting innocent civilians is a waste?
I never liked that spineless kick-ass.
You know him?
Oh yeah, when I was serving the Bellegarde Gate, and I saw him loads of times. Basically, he's the top dog of the Guardian Force, and buddy with some Imperial faction big shot. He's more of a fan of whining and dining rather than actually doing his job.
So the rumors are true after all. However, wouldn't the CGF pulling out this early present a problem? It would be too dangerous. Yes, precisely. If the attacks were limited to one location, it might have been handed off to the guild. But unfortunately, the attacks cover too wide of an area. As deputy commander of the Crossbow Guardian Force, I can't turn a blind eye to this. The problem is that we weren't able to neutralize the monsters after 3 weeks of investigating. And despite the attacks happening all through a crossbow, the actual damages weren't all that serious. With that as pretext, the commander gave the order to cease all operations related to the matter immediately.
So that's how it happened.
Oh, how rude of me. I still haven't introduced you yet, have I? This is Sergeant Major Jasika. She's young, but extremely skilled in both combat and operating orbital vehicles. She serves as my aide-de-camp. I'm Noel Seeker. It's nice to officially meet you all.
It's nice to meet you too.
Hold on. You said your last name was Seeker? By any chance, are you related to Fran, one of the CBD receptionists? I am! Fran's my little sister. What a small world. I'm glad to know she has such dependable coworkers at the CPD. I'd say she's the dependable one. She really helped us a lot already.
So you're the Sergeant Major I heard so much about. Sergeant Major Seeker, the young guard who's become Tangram's shining beacon of hope.
I wouldn't go that far. Besides, I've heard about you too, Randy. The Bellegarde forces have a lot to say. It's nice to finally put a face to the stories.
I guess my reputation precedes me.
What kind of stories are we talking about? Primarily the ones involving escapades with women, I assume.
You got me there. Y'all are always jealous of my skills with the ladies. I mean, I would be too if I were in their shoes.
I politely ask if you to leave things at that, Orlando. So, as you may be able to tell, we found ourselves in a problematic situation. I think now our investigations may be our only chance of making it through this. To be blunt, I'm grasping at straws here. I need to know what you found out. Of course. We were about to submit our report to the chief anyway, so we can brief you as well since you're here.
That's that then. Well, Sonia, what do you think of my rookies?
They've exceeded my expectations. The legend of the Divine Wolves and how the culprits appeared on the roof of St. Ursula Medical College. What do you make of all of this, Seeker? Honestly, I'm surprised. I guess a trained detective is just able to spot things we couldn't. It's more than simply their observations. Fuck, I skipped past the X button, damn it. Very well, it's decided then. I'll entrust the rest of the main's investigation to the special support section. With you four heading the operation, perhaps new, unexpected leads may come to light.
Understood. We'll continue our investigation as planned.
Does this mean we'll be going against the CGF commander's orders, though?
Well, the orders I was given did not specify to have you abandon the case as well. And if you happen to uncover a solid lead, it would give us more than enough reason to involve ourselves once more. So I trust you have no objections, yes?
None at all, ma'am.
Very clever, Deputy Commander. Just so you know, it seems as if the monsters were able to predict our strategies and movements. Acting as a small team instead of a large unit is probably smarter. With luck, you may even be able to catch them unaware. At least that's what I hope.
Got it.
Thanks for the heads up. If possible, I'd like to head over to Mains ASAP. Yes, that would be for the best. If you uncover anything substantial, contact my office at Tangram Gate. Sergey, would you mind saving our other conversation for another day?
No complaints here. Be careful out there, you got it. Don't go pushing your luck.
You're one to talk. Seeker, let's go. Yes, ma'am. I'll be taking my leave. She sure is a busy woman. Yes, she is. Apparently, she oversaw the entire withdrawal of her troops from Mainz early this morning.
Real shame she's at the mercy of that incompetent sleazebag boss of hers. Not only that, she's got to keep a constant eye on the Calveridian border. Basically, she's always drawn the short end of the stick.
I can only imagine. By the way, have you known the deputy commander for a while? The two of you did seem quite comfortable with each other.
Come to think of it, Deputy Commander Bells was the one who recommended me here in the first place. What kind of relationship are you hiding from us, boss?
Calm down. She's just an old friend. More importantly, it's clear to me that your investigation yesterday really put y'all through the ringer. Still gotta head to Mainz, but don't tell me you plan to hike all the way there on foot again.
Definitely not. Yesterday just had some unique circumstances. We intend to take the bus today whenever possible.
Oh, was that right? And I thought you were following the Bracers example.
The Bracers example?
Yeah, what are you talking about?
It's kind of the whole initiation thing. They have junior Bracers tour their Serenade area on foot. That way they build up stamina, pile up loads of combat experience, and most importantly, get a lay of the land. 3 birds, 1 story.
That does seem pretty effective.
That makes sense. No wonder they're so good at what they do.
Perhaps that is what Estelle and Joshua were doing when we met them yesterday. So they've already started their tour of Crossbell then. How diligent of them.
Those two have got an impressive amount of experience under their belts. I even heard they were a big part of that in that effort to fix that whole fiasco that happened in Liberal last year.
The Liberal incident. That was when the Orbital power suddenly shut down across the country.
For real? That sounds pretty serious.
If they're really that skilled, then it makes sense that they were able to wipe out those monsters so easily.
Yeah. You and Crossbow is no more than rookies just like you. He might just surpass you before you know it though, so keep at it and try not to let them get too far ahead. If you take too long in this case, you can bet the guild's gonna swoop in.
We'll get to the bottom of it, sir. Let's head to Mainz as soon as we're ready. If we leave through the north exit, the bus stop should be right ahead. Let's resupply and double check our gear while we're here. I also advise checking the terminal before we leave.
Well, guess we better get going.
All right, and that is it for today. What have we done today? We talked to everybody, as much as we could, at the St. Ursula Medical College. We met Cecile, Lloyd's older brother. We saw Randy put the charms on a nurse. And then we saw that Cecile was like, I don't give a fuck who you date. You date who you want to. I'm so excited my brother's dating somebody. And yeah, so now we're on to Mainz, and I have to leave soon because my computer disconnected it. So I reconnected, so I was going to boot up and then probably do an update. So anyway, I'm going to leave it at that. So it was really fun coming back. You know, I'm going to keep up my schedule Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And also look forward to videos being uploaded soon. Lurkers who are lurking, thank you so very much for lurking. Watchers who are watching, thank you so very much for watching. Bots who are botting, thank you so very much for botting. Love you all, and I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.